These were my... Oh, no! I forgot to talk about this. I missed the whole topic.
Oh my god.
Oh, yo, thank you, Az. Oh, dude, I literally missed a whole topic. I was so excited, I literally missed a whole topic. We didn't talk about PvP scaling at all, did we? Yo, Forest Goblin, thank you very much, dude. Asmon, thank you for hosting me with like 10 million viewers. Everybody coming over from Allcraft. Hi. If you're not familiar with how the show works, right now we do the viewer call-ins. Asmon's going to be joining the stream right now, and then with that, we'll be pulling you guys all into the Discord, and we'll actually talk to Rex Hollins. Thank you. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I always do. So, guys, !Discord. You can join right now. You can talk to me and Asmon. Let me jump in there so I can actually talk to Zach. Man, a lot of you guys are already in there. And
6 month POGGGGG.
Let's get this shit started. Today's also the day I get them out. All right, so we need to talk about PvP scaling with all those guys sometime soon. I had a fucking blast. Did you guys like actually having more people on today? Yo, Smoothie, thank you very much for the prime. It's always tough to have a lot of people on because you want to make sure everybody talks. But I actually feel like maybe we should do it more often after that one. I actually think 5 is the right number for it. Yo, no. Cam, thank you. Dude, I actually feel like we can do summits more often. I actually feel like that was the perfect number.
3 people. I think we did a great job.
Yeah,
I mean, not like we, but like I think the show went really well.
Yeah, I think that
very happy with the show.
The thing is like in the past, I feel like we've maybe tried to have too many people on for the summits. And I think that this was actually the perfect number. Here, let me really quickly here.
I'm gonna go AFK. I'll probably need like 10 or 15 minutes because I have to like do like 2 things.
Okay, I'm right now starting up World of Warcraft here.
Okay.
Wait, why
do you want to do some like BGs or something?
Dude, wait, my World of Warcraft looks so fucking weird, dude.
I'll be back in a few minutes.
What the fuck is going on, dude?
Rich Kid Beans, you're my thing.
Rich Kid Beans, you're my... Dude, what is going on with this? Guys, does anybody else have this bug with World of Warcraft? What is this shit? What is wrong with this? Is this the new patch? Is this the new patch to World of Warcraft? Is that what this is? Oh, that's what this is. Oh, by the way, right now when we have 15k viewers, miHoYo, if you want to sponsor me, you can pay me in in-game shit. Ka-ching. She's my pride and joy. How can you play WoW next to Genshin? Well, I actually right now am thinking about Genshin Impact, and I'm pretending that I'm playing Genshin Impact. We want Genshin. When you should say I want Genshin because literally only you want Genshin.
I'm back.
Yo, what's up, dude? All right, let me just move your thing. Oh, wrong button. Look at that. All right, there we go. I did it. I think I got it.
All right.
What the fuck? Wait, I can hear you in 2 places.
Oh, I accidentally showed my mic. Yeah, mute the tab.
Wait, I can't. Can you mute?
Yeah. Let me do it.
Okay.
There. That should be better.
All right. Cool.
Is that good?
Shit. Yeah. Yeah. What the fuck?
Okay. Good.
What the fuck? That was so weird. That bugged out for a second. I fixed it though. What the fuck was that? We're gonna do the viewer call-ins. After that, maybe I'll play a horror game, and maybe I'll dump a little bit of my resin in Genshin Impact. After that, I'm gonna fly to Texas. Tomorrow and I, Asmon, got to do a bunch of shit. Maybe I will stream Dark Souls tomorrow. Not 100% sure at fucking all, but there's a bunch of really cool shit coming up, and that's why I'm going to Texas in the first place. Next week, we're gonna do a really cool episode of Allcraft, and right now, join the viewer call-ins. That's everything. Follow the stream.
Yeah.
Hello, completely random caller.
Hey, what's up?
Oh my god, you're not Fandy. I actually thought it was
No, I'm not Fandy. I fucking debated you, man.
What's your question?
Okay, give me a second. Okay, so, you know the thing, Asmongold, you've been talking about this a lot, but how like older raid tiers in a DLC becomes kind of irrelevant as other ones come out.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this is gonna work, but I used to play, and people are probably gonna omega lol me right now, but I used to play Destiny 1 a lot.
Okay.
And there was a thing called infusion, so you could take like okay, and there was a thing called infusion where you could take like old gear that you had, and if you got a new kind of gear that you liked a lot, or no, if you liked the old gear and you got a new one that's better than the old one, like a higher item level, so to say, you could infuse the old gear, and it got the new gear's item level. Do you kind of understand what I'm saying?
So Destiny, I actually played a lot of Destiny 1. So
Yeah.
I actually, that's one of the big reasons that I'm still single. I used to, right when I started playing was when I first started casting as well. And I basically sat in, I would literally stay at the office and I would play on the office TV all the fucking time. One of the things with Destiny, and the original Destiny in particular, was a lot of the kind of affixes that they used were very focused on being positive, and it actually required you to play with varied sets of gear that, like, let's say a certain element was really good, so you would have a pistol that you liked of that element, you would always keep it, and you could infuse it, and then also with exotics as well. I think that the overall gearing system is so different right now in WoW that I'm not sure if there is actually a one-to-one, and I think it would cause really boring pieces of gear to be used over and over again. Now, having a meta progression that allows you to interact with your gear, I do think is good, but I think infusion itself would not work with the current landscape of World of Warcraft, even though I liked the system as well. I thought it really was good in Destiny.
Yeah. Okay, and one more quick question, if that's okay, is you know how like the world first races, the raids themselves, you kind of already know what's going to happen. So, at least for me, as I guess more of a casual player, I don't really. I mean, I understand what's going on, and I understand why like they do everything, but I don't think it's that exciting when you like know what's going to happen, all the mechanics of the bosses. Do you think that it would be more fun like if you didn't know what's going to happen? Because that was one of the reasons that I really liked watching the world first races from Destiny, because no one knew the mechanics. So you had to kind of figure out the mechanics as well.
In an ideal world, right? And I'd love to hear Asmon's opinion on this, but I think like one of the saddest things about video games right now is before you play, you literally already know what you're doing in pretty much every game, right? Whether it's from data mining, whether it's from testing, pretty much
like
every single game.
Content creators or people that have early access. Yeah, there's nothing that's like really ever a surprise.
Yeah, when I talk to this about with my friends, they've all been like, well, okay, who's going to test it? How are we going to know that it's going to be balanced? And I mean, that's like the main reason why it probably wouldn't work at all. I feel like to not know the mechanics, and because if people test it, then they're obviously going to know the mechanics.
Yeah, I mean, that's why you have like internal testers that just do it right. I mean, I think that's really the problem is like you have companies that just kind of like they cheap out on like the internal testers. And then
sorry to disagree with you before you finish your idea. I don't think it's a cheap out thing. Like I do think that's
you don't think that Blizzard cheaped out on testers whenever they had to nerf Twilight Devastation by 50% in PvP?
I'm not. I think that cheap out is, and I'm saying this just not as just a Blizzard thing as well. Look at like take a game like Magic: The Gathering, for example, right? And think about how you can put out one card. And you can have a bunch of playtesters who can think about it. And I'm just using this as an example because I think it's like the most linear one to use. If you have Magic: The Gathering and you have one card and it seems super not broken, to have playtesters test that card with every single other possible combination that you can have takes so much time that it actually becomes unrealistic at a certain point. When you have the giant hive mind of every single player who plays the game, it's going to happen a lot quicker, and those broken decks will come up, and those broken interactions will come up. At a certain point, it does become unfeasible to be able to test everything in a game environment.
Yeah, that is true, but it feels kind of bad that we as players are the testers of the games. Or after raids. I don't know. I think it'd be at least a lot more fun for me, and I think a lot of people would agree that if no one knew what was going to happen in the raids, they would be a lot more fun to watch, like at least during the world first raids and so on.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure. I mean, it gets more exciting whenever you don't really know what to expect. I remember like we all got really excited whenever we did Asharad's Eternal Palace because we didn't really know what was going to happen at the end of the raid. Like, was it going to be, were we going to kill Shara? Like, how was N'Zoth going to come out? Like, what was going to happen? And so, like, I think that's kind of the way that I look at it. And to me, I love that kind of stuff. And whenever everything is decided and understood ahead of time, it does get kind of boring. You're definitely right about that.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that was my two questions, I guess. I really enjoyed the content, so no problems, dude. Yeah, so keep it up. Thank you for the good work.
For sure, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, great questions. Thank you, man.
Yeah, thank you.
I think that, it's one of the weird things because I'm not saying that the testing that Blizzard does is right, but I am just like at a certain point, it does become very difficult to be able to test everything.
They're not even trying, though.
I'm not
really
disagreeing with you there. And if they are trying, I don't necessarily think they're maybe trying the right way. So one of the things that actually happens that's a lot different than Magic the Gathering, for example, thank you so much, is I think one of the things that happens with a lot of these games is so the way that they actually will test, I'm not sure if WoW does this, but a lot of games, what they'll do is actually one person is testing the entire encounter solo. So you'll have multiple people that test the encounter solo, and they use some different tools to be able to do that. And you'll basically have one guy sitting in a room testing the entire raid encounter by himself and doing all these different interactions and all these different iterations to see how certain things are going to work. So it's obviously not the exact same, and it can cause some problems, but it is the most cost-effective way to do it, and sometimes it is also the speediest.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm sure they are going to go with whatever is the most cost-effective and fastest.
And sometimes you do have to as well, right?
I don't know, man. Like, there's just been so many things they've added in that are just like so completely broken that, like, how did you possibly do any testing on this? I don't know. But I do agree with you, though. Like, they can't catch everything. It's unrealistic to expect that, because they have like maybe a testing team of maybe 200 people, and then you introduce it to 2 million people. Big surprise, the 2 million people are going to come up with ideas that the 200 hadn't thought of.
Yeah, I will say though,
it's just kind of common sense.
And I do like I also like, while agreeing with you, I think that's always going to be the predicament, right? Like, you're never going to be able to, you can never hire 2 million people, which is why you sometimes do different things on PTR. And I think that there is a time for PTR and there's a time to try to keep secrets. But look at the last secret phase. Now, I don't think that the reason why the last secret phase absolutely sucked was because it wasn't tested. But even with that, like, things that came up with it not being tested, they almost killed the boss, right? And then they almost killed the boss, and they changed the boss so it couldn't be killed that way, right? Like, Limit almost took it down, a week before they took it down? Or no, it wasn't that long. What was it? Does anybody know? Was it 4 days before they actually took it down or something like that? Yeah. Thank you so much, Gooby. But yeah, they almost took it down like long before they actually got it down by a way that was not intended. 3 days before. Yeah, that seems about right. I'm going to completely trust you there, same Bunny. Hire Rextroy as an exploit catcher, 5-head. I mean,
smart.
Having people like that would actually be pretty helpful, but as soon as it's somebody's job, do you think that they become less interested in doing that? Like, Rextroy does it because he loves break. This is actually a question that I just have for you. Like, if Rextroy loves making the content around it now and it's really fun for him, if you hire him, do you think that he's going to be looking for the exploits that he's looking for now at the same level? Like, he's not going to be like living and sleeping it, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's better to have him as like an independent thing.
Your mic, Rich?
It's cooler that way.
Hello?
Oh my god, hello?
Hi, how are you?
Hi. Hi, Asmon. Hey,
What's
Rich.
up?
Hi.
So my question for you guys is, it's not like a really riveting question or anything. But do you guys think there's gonna be like any playable races in like, I don't know, a few patches or something?
You mean like more allied races?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course they're going to do that. I mean, like, it's printing money. Like, every single time they add a new allied race, like, there's a bunch of people that want to pay $15 to swap over to it. So they're going to do more of them, but I feel like they added probably too many in BFA and Legion, and they realized that, and that's why they cut back on it. That's why I haven't seen as many introduced in Shadowlands yet.
And I think a lot of people are going to expect to be able to play the Covenant races as allied
Yeah.
races. So yeah, I think there's going to be maybe a push towards doing something like that.
Yeah, I was like really surprised that they didn't allow, or like they didn't announce like a playable race like right out of the gate. Because I know it sounds cringe, but I wanted to play as like a a fairy or something.
I want to play as a
that's one thing
walrus, dude. Still,
I would not be surprised if at the end of Shadowlands they had something where you could recruit based off of your Covenant. If you completed all the Covenant content, you could recruit like a blue like Kyrian or like a Vinthier character or a Maldraxxus type character too. Like I wouldn't be surprised if they did that by the end of the expansion.
Yeah, I really hope so. That's like my biggest probably hope, I guess, coming out of Shadowlands.
I still hope they make Tuskar's a playable race one day. It would be fun. I'd be Tuskar everything.
Yeah, it'd be really cute. Okay, thanks guys. I'm like really nervous for some reason.
So are
I'm,
we.
like, deep, right?
So are we.
Yeah, you're good. Don't worry about it. Everything's
Okay,
fine.
well, thanks for pulling me.
For sure. Thanks for showing in, and thanks for watching.
Okay, thank you guys.
Peace. That's the 1%, dude.
Hey, my stream is 20%.
I don't know why your stream's 20% girls.
It used to be.
Yeah, it used to be.
I'll look up the numbers right now. I'll
There's no
look them
way.
up. Oh, I accidentally put it this way. Oh my god, Arch here is trying to get me. I'm literally like a gotcha slut. A gotcha slut. Wait, here, wait. How many girls are here right now? How many girls are here right now? Look at that. You see that?
Yeah, so 0.
What are you talking about? You know that that's not true. Here, wait. I'll literally look up the stats right now. It has dramatically gone down since the OTK announcement.
Yeah.
I'm down to
No surprise.
I'm down to 13% now.
Wow.
I'm down to 13%. 51% between 25 and 34. Wait. If I just look at the age of women who watch, it's 44%, 25 for 34. The interesting thing is 29% are over 65.
You know why that is, right? Those are kids that are watching that use their mother's name and their mother's age.
Wait, really? Yeah, wait. Yeah, like 2.9% of my women viewers are over the age of 65. 5.5 are 55 to 64. I actually, dude, you know what's really crazy? Under like 18, so like this is for everything, for everybody who watches, 1%. It's like completely
kids don't
different.
Watch WoW.
Yeah, kids don't watch WoW at all. Like it's really crazy. Like if you look at like for example, probably like Mizkif's viewers, that's probably 90%. Like I bet you most of the people who watch Mizkif's stream are probably 4 to 6.
That's good.
4 to 6.
That's good. They're not only 4. It goes all the way up to 6.
Yeah. Rich is so tall. All right, that person's obviously not going to be serious.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yo, how you doing?
Oh, I'm back. Wait, I'm muted.
Hello?
What up?
Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay, I need to mute the stream. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So, Rich, first, you wanted solo queue to be like Grindr, and I can tell you from experience you don't, because it's either you're gonna have really long queues of no one doing anything, or yeah, that's it. It is you're just gonna have extremely long queues.
Thank you.
Second,
Or are you going to have people with like a very high item level? Or maybe people that still have corruption?
no, you're gonna have people having they're gonna say fuck. I was gonna say like they're gonna have fake Raider IOs or something. So Rich, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Like we know what Asmon identifies as a Fury Warrior, but do you have anything that speaks specifically to you?
Yeah, so I in the past it was I was always a warlock. But as the spec changed over time, I think that I'm much more of a if I had to pick something, I don't play it at all, right? Like I don't play it, but I think I'm a druid.
Oh, last time I was in the call, like I told you that I was in the middle of getting all the pristine artifacts. I finally got all of them a few months ago, and I'm just glad that there's none in Shadowlands. But another question about Shadowlands is, why do people ask you, Asmon, specifically for like what's good? Since you're a personality streamer, what draws them to ask you these kinds of questions?
Because they think that I'm good at the game.
I actually don't think it's just that. I'm not saying that it's not partially that, but I also do think that it is the icebreaker for any viewer when they come into a stream. And you obviously just have a lot of viewers. So I think that there are a lot of viewers coming in just being like, man, I really want to talk to Asmon. I like his stream. And they go, hey, what's good? And
I don't know. I mean, like, they know if they're like, hey, what's up, you bald ass bitch?
Yeah, but everybody's
like,
different, right?
Yeah, I'll read it. I'll read it still. It's fine. I mean, like, I think that honestly what it is they have an idea. They're just curious and they see like a WoW streamer that has a lot of viewers. And they just go and ask that guy the question because that's the guy they ask questions to.
Yeah.
It's not like really a whole lot to it. It's like if you want to watch a good streamer, like the first thing you're going to do, especially if you're like a casual player, is you're probably going to go to the directory and look at the top few people.
It sucks though because you always get dono walled when you go to the biggest ones. Like I went to I'm a cutie pie. Like, hey, yo, look at me. Yo, can you tell me what characters you're playing in Genshin? And it hurt. It hurt, dude. So I feel like there is though like I saw it. Yeah. Oh, never mind. You're talking about never mind. Yeah, I feel like there is like the idea as well where yes, you are a personality streamer and a lot of people do look up to you. A lot of people do like think you're funny. A lot of people they like your opinions, they respect your opinions, and sometimes they just want to talk to you just to have that rush of some like that. I don't know, like when if Quinn69 reads my text to speech and goes, oh you did shit, wait, what the hell what'd you say, I feel special. Like I actually feel really special every single time. And you know what, I will go about doing behavior that attempts like attention-seeking behavior to have that rush, and that's his entire stream. It's just a bunch of people spamming sevens so Quinn will notice them. And I think that going into your stream and saying, hey, what do you think the best spec is people doing that in a less toxic way sometimes.
Yeah, it's like to me, they just want to get a reaction, get a response. That's why.
Yeah. Have you ever considered an Azeroth's champion transmog comp?
So like only people that are Azeroth's champion?
Yeah.
No, because plenty of people that Azeroth's champion too busy being good at the game don't know how to look good. I mean, like, let me guess, you're Azeroth's champion.
Yeah, you saw my post a while back when you said that you confused me as a mage.
And you're a priest.
Yeah.
I remember you.
Yeah. Wait. I want to see if I came in at 7.3. That's when I first started. Would that make me a Legion baby, or is that too late and it already go? And it's technically I'm from BFA.
You're just a Wrath baby. It's okay.
Oh, I think I was like.
There are no
7.
other babies. There's only Wrath babies. So if you didn't start playing vanilla, you're a Wrath baby.
Why don't you care about non-plate transmog in terms of collection?
Because they look stupid. Rich,
do you collect transmog other than whatever class you are?
It depends, right? Like I'm not as much of a completionist as Asmon, right? I see something cool and I get it.
Why are you trying to get Invincible then?
Because I want it, right? Like why am I not farming? Why am I not doing
what else is he gonna do on stream?
Well, but why am I not doing a full mail farm route on stream, right? Like I've done it in the past and sometimes I felt like doing it, but I fucking want this one. You know, I'm much more like I want one thing and I try to get it, and then I get it and I don't want it anymore, and that's why I'm always sad.
Do you think that Blizzard has like such an iron grip on what devs can say, because I remember watching Seagull stream when he was talking to Jeff.
Siegel, Overwatch, when he was doing Overwatch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then I remember Jeff says that he almost swore on stream, and then he stopped himself, and he admitted to stream that he stopped from swearing. It just feels so sad compared to the AOC and New World devs who just keep constantly like say shit and crap and stuff.
Well,
It just feels so sad.
I mean, like, look, Blizzard is a company, and like they have to follow shit, right? Like, it makes sense. Like, you can't, like, imagine if I was representing Blizzard and I said, "Fuck this game! I can't believe that you're fucking playing this game! What the fuck is this shit? Why the fuck are you playing this? Idiot! Idiot! You fucking idiot! Running around in Bobby Kodak's maze!" Think about how that would make the company look. Like, if somebody did that, they should be
Pretty
fired.
bad.
Yeah, they should be fired, right?
Pretty
So you gotta
bad.
make
That's
sure
pretty
that
bad.
people are representing the company in the best way possible.
Oh, and Asmon, right? They removed the Gladiator's medallion from the talents. You remember that?
Yeah,
They just removed. You know where they moved it to?
where they moved the trinket.
They moved it to HOTS.
Metacane
Wait, what?
cheered.
They put the
100.
Gladiator's
Next one,
medallion in
please.
HOTS.
Next one.
Wait, what do you mean
It
by
has the same-
Next one, please. 77
What?
decillion
The trinket, the PvP CC breaker.
77 octillion 770.
So how do you
Seems-
have it in HOTS?
You just press it and it frees you from CC. It's a 5-minute cooldown instead. There, it has
How
the
do you
same
know
name,
that?
and Vic, I play HOTS.
I'm sorry.
That makes sense. HOTS is a good game if you just want to chill. If you want to play a chill MOBA.
I'm also bronze 5, which is the lowest rank,
You can't win them
and
all.
I've been playing. Yeah, I've been playing for 3 years.
But
and
you should always
I
win
can't get
some.
out. I can't get out.
You're trapped in bronze.
So you can't get out of bronze. You can't get out of WoW. You're Azeroth champion.
Yeah.
Basically,
It's your team's fault.
and you're farming cloth transmog. Is that right?
I'm farming transmog for all 4 armor types. I'm also
Well, go ahead.
Why do it like I remember who's the one that said that they were just gonna pick what they found fun? Was it Ben Rupee?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't more people just pick the covenant they want to have fun with? Like I'm picking Venter no matter what because I like the ability. Why are there so many meta slaves?
Because they don't want to get excluded from content. Because people don't want to play with somebody who sucks and handicaps himself. Why would you want to play with somebody who handicaps himself?
Is it real? Is it gonna be that much of a handicap? Like
18%.
even when it was
That was the number I heard.
for best versus worst.
I think.
It's not like it's gonna matter because most people just play heroic and then they don't go further, and everything is usually possible but then
So
heroic.
Don't you think they need all the help they can get if they're doing heroic? If they're not good enough to do mythic, they need all the help they can get.
Probably.
Vedney, you've asked a lot of questions. Can I ask you to do a favor for me?
Yeah.
Seriously,
Say,
can we skip him, please?
eat my dog
Skip,
balls,
skip,
Arthas.
Skip this guy.
I wanna
Skip,
suck your dick,
skip,
Rich.
Skip.
All right.
He
Well,
left. He left. Thank you. Talk to you later. I wanted him to insult Arthas before I got them out. You have any final words? Before I get them
Thank
Congrats.
you, Twitch.
That's what I got.
Cancel and
Congrats.
sub. Less
That's
than
my
3.
final words.
Move chat. You can literally point down right now and say, "There's the mount." You can literally point down at the mount right fucking now. Do that again, Zach. I look stupid now.
Why do you look stupid? I thought you were gonna get it.
Stop pointing. Stop with the fucking fingers. Stop with the fucking fingers, dude. Stop with the fucking fingers. What the fuck, dude? Dude, like, this is ridiculous, right? Like, this is actually fucking ridiculous, right?
And
Like,
thank God for that. You're gonna have content forever.
dude, this is actually fucking ridiculous. Like, this is fucking insane. I should have run out of content years ago. Guys, stop pointing. What the actual fuck, dude? An old man. Let's bring in an old man. Hello, an old man. An old man? Oh, wait, it's an old man. Hello?
Just a minute, he has to set up his Yahoo toolbar for his microphone. Got installed on Internet Explorer.
God darn kids, he left. All right. Dude, thank you for that, James. Who's this? Enrique. Hello, Enrique.
Hello?
How are
That's me
you?
again. You remember me?
Wait.
Like, you pulled me, but I have two questions about this. Like, you pulled me like 3 weeks ago. I talked yesterday on Asmon's chat about getting super nervous. I don't think he remembers that.
Oh, wait. Which, what were your questions 3 weeks ago? Just jog my memory. Because you do sound really familiar.
I had questions about how you felt about streaming. But
Oh, yeah,
nowadays,
I remember. Yeah. Hi.
Yeah, it was super insightful to learn about you guys.
Welcome back to the show.
Thank you again for pulling me. I can just fucking
Oh, yeah,
believe
no
it.
problem.
And I am super nervous, just like last time. So sorry about that.
You're fine. You're fine.
Okay, so let me get this straight. I have two questions to give to you guys. The first one was... The second one is more personal. The first one is like just a way of saying stuff. You know, when you guys talk in Allcraft about how the game is today, and when you, Rich, you talked about how you felt as a kid playing like vanilla WoW.
Mhm.
I remembered how I felt playing MoP, because I was 7 back in MoP, like when I started playing, and I
Wow.
didn't know shit. I enjoyed my like all the time playing it, but I didn't have like the legendary cape. I clicked every single ability. I have my keybinds from 1 to 9, and I just like press my 4 fingers on every single ability, you know,
Mhm.
like from 1 to 9.
I still do that.
And
yeah.
that felt very good. And when you talk like today about how it like the game's not as good as it was back then, I kind of remember, and I don't want you guys to feel bad, but it makes me feel bad about how I didn't enjoy it back in MoP. So I just want to know from you guys, because I have a lot of respect for you guys, and I watch Asmon, like I have like 60,000 points on your stream. I'm waiting for 90K just so I can spam it all, you know. But I just want to know from you guys how the game feels today in comparison. Is it really better or worse or anything, you know?
In regards to what?
In any regard, like how you feel. Are you having fun? Do you enjoy, like, do you get out of your time just to play the game? Because back then I didn't know shit, you know. I was literally 7 years old, and I feel I'm making you guys feel old right now because I'm now 16.
You have so much life
You
left,
might feel
yeah.
old because, yeah. So do you have any like responses to that?
You mean like how much fun the game is now? How much fun I'm having?
Yeah, and in comparison to back then.
I don't know. Like, I think you're always going to have more fun back then because you remember the positive things and not the negative things. I think that's probably the other reason right there. I mean, it's not like it's a big thing one way or another, but I do think that you're going to remember. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. My mom made me food. And so anyway, I don't really know. Like, I think obviously I had more fun back then, but like, why did I have more fun back then? Did I have more fun back then because I forgot about the fun that I didn't have? Did I have more fun back then because it was new to me? Like, was the fun a result of the state of the game, or was the fun a result of the state of my life?
Well, I think also I agree, but also like the state of the world, right? Like the entire context of where video games were at, I think was very different. And yeah, thank you very much for that. But yeah, thank you. I think that when you actually go back, one of the things that we were talking about today was it was just different, right? Like I could sit there and do nothing in the game, and I still felt like I was doing so much. And I'm not saying that that's impossible now, but there are just like way more options as well. Yo, wait, shit, I called the wrong fucking spirit beast out. I think that now it's very easy to switch games and get really into a game and then instantly get out of it in a way that it wasn't before. I think that's one of the big things that happens. Yo, thank you, Whiskey. Like, you couldn't just play PoE. You couldn't just play Genshin Impact. You couldn't just play, like, name any game with a very long playtime, like long shelf life. You couldn't play Fortnite. You couldn't play, like, all these games. And now you can get a really deep experience with a whole bunch of content, move through that content, nerd out over it, and then move on to the next one. Like, we have too many options. And sometimes it makes us take some of the options that we have right now for granted.
Yeah, like that's a little bit inside. That makes me feel better, because let's say I really enjoyed back then. My life was kind of better.
Yeah.
I'm Brazilian, by the way. Like that's why my name is Enrique, Latin. And
you want to hear something shitty, dude?
Yeah, say it.
So you're you're super young right now.
Not necessarily. I'm 16.
You're 16?
Yeah,
it's only going downhill from here.
Yeah. That's no. You got a few good years. You got.
I remember whenever I was like, 16 were the good days.
It just gets worse.
Soon you're gonna start losing your hair.
Yeah, and it's not about your life getting worse. The world will get worse to you, because the world gets worse every day. Back when we were kids, there was no internet, and we think that that's better. So it's just gonna keep getting worse.
I don't think that's better.
It was.
Okay, stop trying to traumatize me for the future. I kind of like it. I enjoy it.
Life will do that for you.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna just my second question is coming up, and I just want to make something very clear because it's gonna be kind of moody and sad. It's a sad question at all. Like, by the way, and just to set things clear, I just want to say to you, Asmon specifically, I watch you a lot.
Thank you.
Since I was 13, I watched you a lot.
Well, you're the one that asked, I think, 2 days ago, if you remember me. You were the one that asked in chat if you were Henrique.
Satanic viewer. I'm the same guy who said on your...
I remember you.
Oh, yeah, I do. I made a clip to show my friends who don't even watch you, just because I'm so hype I was.
Do you think that even though they don't watch Asmon, you think maybe they watch me?
Oh, they would watch you because they don't play WoW, but they are fucking they are addicted to Genshin Impact. Like they are just crazy on it. And I can share you to them. I'll do that actually.
Thank you. I need all the help I can get.
Okay, so let me get back straight here. When I was 13, life wasn't the best. Probably worse than now. And you helped me a lot to get through those times. You when you were 13, you probably shape your music, what you like to listening to, and you helped me a lot with that. My playlist is almost based on your playlist, since I was 13, you know. So thank you about that. You shaped a little bit of my life. Let's say that you helped my English grow a lot as well. Sorry.
It's an absolute privilege.
Yeah.
Thank you. So let me get to the bad, not bad but sad question here. When I was 11 actually, my grandpa died actually.
Sorry about that.
And no, that's not a big deal. I am over that. And my dad doesn't live with me. He's a good guy, but he doesn't live with me. And my grandparent was basically my dad, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I surely think that WoW was a way to escape from that sad reality, to get just better in a fantasy world, you know. and now I deal with it because I know cancer is a bitch. Everyone knows that, and it's just a better way to think about things now, like than when I was younger. And I want to know from you guys if when you started playing WoW or played WoW for some time of your life, it was something it was surely to escape from another thing.
For me, it wasn't an escape from like my life. I was very happy in general, but there were times where it was, right? Whenever I would be unhappy. And I remember very clearly, like there would be days where I would be very stressed out. And what I would do whenever I was very stressed out or unhappy is I would go mining.
I would herb actually. I actually did that a lot too. I don't think that it's always an escape for everybody, but I do think that it always was a really good escape. And one of the things I always say is like, world throws nonstop problems at everybody, and not everybody is equally equipped to deal with them, whether it's what neighborhood you grow up in, what education you got, how much money you have, if your parents had money, if you're sick, like it doesn't matter. Not everybody has what you need to solve those problems, but the second you play WoW, it's like an equal playing ground where all the problems that you're going to get in WoW, you have the tools to actually solve. And it feels really good. And that's why we care so much about the game, because we want that to exist for other people as like a place to just have fun, but also a place to escape when you need it.
Yeah, that's why I said the things earlier, because I'm not crying right now, and my voice is just breaking because I'm too nervous about talking in front of thousands of people, okay? Just I get real. That's what I asked you about, actually. So, okay. Thank you for answering that, and I just want to make you know for sure that there are people, probably in this chat, that have the same problem as I had when I was 12 or 13. And you guys, you helped them a lot. Even though they just spurg it out like Pepegas in chat all the time, like Lou W, like some of them are not feeling good right now, and you guys helped them a lot, just like you did to me. And okay, just for finish it up, like it was a very good conversation. I'm glad I had I got pulled another time, because now I can show my friends again this. But okay, let's say just to finish it up, Asmon, do you know the night elf demon hunter who gives you 2k every week?
Kiri.
That's me. Yeah, I commented on just.
I thought it's a female character though.
No, it's a male character.
Are you
next
sure?
Week, I'm gonna give you another quiz like about any toy.
All right. Yeah.
Be expecting for that. I'm gonna go very hard on these. Like I got very surprised when you got the golden banana right. I was damn. These guys know stuff.
No,
but okay, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Rich. Your answer was very compelling to me because it helped me a lot. And when I saw you talking about when you were a child playing Vanilla WoW, that just related to me so much when I was playing MOP, So thank you guys.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you very much, man. It's been a privilege
and a pleasure.
Thank you for
making my life better as well, like just getting to deal with stuff and everything.
Likewise.
See ya.
See you
later. Yeah, have a good night. Thank you. That's pretty cool.
That was a good call. I like that guy.
Yeah, he's always cool.
He's cool. That's like 2 days ago.
Oh yeah, I didn't even realize. I just kind of look and just try to pull a name that I don't think's gonna say something really fucked up, and I didn't even realize at first. But yeah, no, it's nice to be able to talk to him again. It's pretty crazy. Like, it's really easy sometimes when you're streaming. Like for me, when I have let's say I have 1,000 viewers or 2,000 viewers, it's really easy to be like, oh, this is 1,000 or 2,000 people, right? And it's really easy to envision that. When you get up to 40K, even when I was doing a tournament, right? When you're doing a tournament, it's let's say TI, it's million people watching. I have no idea what that actually means. You know what I mean? So it's just it kind of in a weird way. It's just oh, it's that number, and you forget that there's anybody watching. It's really hard to explain to people who don't. It's not something that they experience in their job. Like, if people are like, how are you not nervous? It's like, nervous of what? It's like, I just want that number to be really big. Like, streaming, I feel like, is way different than shows for me. I'm kind of curious for you, because, like, when you stream, your stream is, like, the number of, like, some of the tournaments I would do, right? But, like, when I'm doing a show, like, you have, like, those moments where you really think, like, all right, I just don't want to let people down. Like, even if people are shitting on me, I know that I'm like being the escape to like a shitty day, right? Like I can be a punching bag, I can be a distraction. I'm doing whatever I need to do. You think about that, but it's never the number itself, right? It's more of this like amorphous idea. Do you think about that a lot when you're streaming, where it's like, oh, like you look at your view count and you're like, oh, that's 50,000 people?
I think sometimes I do, but it's not something that I really kind of try to visualize, because I don't really get nervous a whole lot or anything like that. I just kind of I want to put on a good show, and I'm always happy whenever people want to tune in and watch it. That's really all it comes down to for me.
Yeah. Well, steak's overrated.
It's not.
Here's the thing. You like steak for the right reasons. Most people don't like steak for the right reasons. Like, okay, here's some of the reasons that steak gets like too much love. This is a good thing about steak. Steak, an average steak is a very high tier food, but the highest tier steak gets too much credit. Like you know what I mean? Like, basically the reason that steak is a good food is because it is always pretty good. Like, Wagyu is definitely like really good. Like, I'm not saying that it's not really good, but the reason why
it's not worth like a $250 price tag.
No, it kind of is. That's not necessarily what I'm saying, but the reason that steak is so like that, I think that steak is actually so good, is because steak on average is a very good food, right? But the problem with steak is people simp over it super fucking hard because they think it makes them cool. They think it makes them like manly. So it's like, oh yeah, dude, love steak and blowjobs, dude.
Well, it's like, yeah, for me, like I eat my steak well done.
Yeah.
And other people think that's weird, and they think it's like less manly. I like that. It tastes good to me.
Dude, my roommate eats steak with ketchup, and I'm like, all right, that's fine.
That's a mistake.
But like, I think it's not what I would do. But like, if he wants to do it, fine. And you know what? He eats steak because he likes steak, not because he's like, oh yeah, dude, meat guy, meat eat meat. And that's the reason why I kind of hate steak. Like, it's just like,
all the false manliness.
Yeah, it's just like, dude, it's fucking food. Fucking weird. Imagine like
eat your food. Yeah, your food's stupid.
Imagine like identifying as somebody who eats Pop-Tarts and like making that your unique character trait. It's like, yeah, like, tell me a little bit about yourself. Well, I eat Pop-Tarts. Like, all right, cool.
I'm a big Pop-Tart guy.
Yeah, it's kind of an NA thing though. Like, that annoyance. Like, I don't feel like it's as big of a thing in EU. I feel like people in EU just like, they just kind of eat their food. That's it.
It's because they're not manly.
True.
All the manly ones are over here in NA.
True. Yeah. Let's pull in somebody else.
What?
Speaking of a manly food. Yo, what's up, Spaghetti?
Yo, what's up?
How you doing, Spaghetti?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Better now.
I'm good.
Yeah, dude. I'm Italian, and let me tell you, spaghetti is the way of life. Like,
true.
I just had pasta too. It's like my bread and butter. It's my Pop-Tart guy thing, but it's pasta for me.
I have prosciutto that's been sitting on my floor for a day and half-eaten ravioli next to me right now. So I kind of feel like and just in case people don't believe me, I kind of feel like Italian right now. I don't know how long that's been sitting there. I don't know if that's cheese or mold.
Oh damn.
Oh yes, I keep it around me. I think of myself as an honorary Italian.
An honorary? Are you like biologically Italian?
No, but I grew up in a very Italian neighborhood, actually.
I gotcha.
Yeah, I grew up in.
That counts.
Yeah, like my accent is like very Jersey and very like kind of Italian, and people always think I'm Italian. I grew up in Atlantic City, so it's like
Jersey. Yeah.
Very,
I live near New Jersey, so.
Oh hell yeah, dude! Hell yeah.
But I was gonna ask something for Asmon. I know you don't have a definite class that you play, but if Warrior didn't exist, what would you play, Asmon?
Probably a Warlock or a DK, one or the other.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
definitely.
like that brings me like it makes you think if hero classes and monks didn't exist, like if they didn't add new classes, how would the game look today, right? Because you see there's so many cool new abilities that these new classes have. And do you think it would affect the game? Do you think it would get the game more stale, or do you think it would like or what would a new class even look like now, because there's so many options?
I mean, probably you could do a tinker or something like that. And I also wanted to say I really appreciate you referring to the hero classes and monks, because monks are not a
Right.
hero class.
Well, yeah, they didn't come out in vanilla, so
They're stupid, and so yeah, I appreciate that. But
Well,
also, yeah, I think that it's a matter of like they don't need to make warriors like more. They don't need to make another warrior. They just need to make a good warrior. Like give warriors Bladestorm. Like warriors with Bladestorm was like a brand new ability, and it felt like a new class.
yeah, I'm actually only 16, so I wouldn't know when things came out when, but it seems like
Yeah.
there's a lot of potential with these classes that they don't really need to add more. Like they can just focus on what we already have, and we can just make it better. Because I main monk actually, but
I'm sorry.
it just I like how like Vivify, it's you could self-sustain and stuff, but
That's why I don't like it.
you don't like it like that.
No, because whenever I try to fight them, they run away and heal.
Well, that's just part of that's just how the class is. I mean,
I know. It's not your fault.
yeah. Well, if I was gonna say if hero classes and monks didn't exist, I would be playing warrior.
Good.
So there you go. I was also gonna ask, unrelated to WoW, if you guys have a huge pull because you're so popular, and I'm actually really surprised I ended up in this call. What's the biggest piece of advice that you can have for someone that's sort of at the bottom, not in life but at popularity? What can you guys what can you have? Man, I'm looking at the
Do you want to be a streamer? Is that what you're saying?
not necessarily, but what is your biggest piece of advice to be successful, whether it's streaming or your passion?
I think
To be the best, you have to be obsessed. If you watch your streams and you get bored, your streams suck. Go back, watch your own VODs after you finish it. And if you're genuinely entertained by yourself, you're doing a good job and you'll find success. If you're not, then look at why.
and also you can just have a friend who does that, and just let them keep doing that. And that's the one way to go. Now, in all seriousness, though, for me, I think like the big thing was make your own work, right? Like Asmon talks about like being your own critic. That's really important. I think the other thing is making your own work. Before I started casting, before Zach and I were even friends, right? It's literally the whole reason that we were friends. I would stay in the studio and I would literally spend the night at the studio, and I would teach myself how to use all the equipment. I started to make my own shows. I would record videos even if I knew that they were never going to go live, and I learned how to get better at what I wanted to do. And then when the time actually came, people talk about getting lucky. It's very easy to be like, oh, I got an opportunity to cast World of Warcraft. I got so lucky. But what are you going to do when you finally get lucky? Like, you need to be fucking good. You need to be ready to go. Otherwise, it's just an absolutely wasted opportunity. Because let me tell you, there are a lot of people who get to cast a game once. There aren't that many people that upgrade from once to twice. And if you're able to make that leap, and the one time that you get lucky, just blow it out of the water, that's when you'll become successful, in my opinion.
What are you passionate about, viewer?
I was just looking to be successful in life, like whether just an overview, not necessarily something streaming maybe, but I don't know. It's just, I mean, like, there's so many streamers out there, right? And what makes you different from all these little streamers? Like, how do you get big, and how do you stick out?
Being big isn't everything, I promise. Like if
you don't think that you're special and you don't think that you stick out, change yourself to the point to where you are.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
you like hone in on something that you actually care about, right? Like I don't think anybody who has a really big stream is like, oh, my stream is big. Like that's not what they think of their stream, right? If you're gonna use streaming as an example, like there's like a vibe to it, there's a mood to it, there's something that it does, right? When I think of Asmongold's stream, I think of community events, right? And I think about like how those feel. And when I think about Mizkif's stream, I think about like this open environment where somebody can walk in at any time, and it's like a real life transmog competition in a way, because it feels like a community event, but in the real world. When I think of SFan, I think of like this stream where I always feel like I have a buddy who's up when I'm up that I can talk to about shit, right? It's like a cozy community stream, right? And when I thought about like community events that I thought about like Tips and the fact that he always had these like community events going even when the game wasn't as most type part. And you know what? I felt like I liked all of those things, so we came together and we made something like OTK, right? Because we all saw something in each other's streams that we liked a whole bunch, and we're using that to make more content like that. We didn't pick anyone because they were the biggest, right? Tips isn't the biggest streamer. Like he's not, right? But what does he do? He makes incredibly good shows. I'm not the biggest streamer. What do? I work on making like a lot of shows as well. So it's not about trying to go for size. It's about making something that you actually care about, you actually want to watch, and you want to believe in entertainment. And I think the same thing can go to pretty much any career.
That's really insightful, yeah. So it's more about the impact that you put onto people rather than the amount that watch you.
I think that matters a lot. I mean, obviously both of them matter. It's always it's a push and pull. I think that really one bit of advice too is that everybody always talks about working hard, and you have to work hard, but you can work hard all day. You can use your head to hammer in a nail through a piece of wood, and the only thing you're going to get at the end of the day is a headache. Work smart. Think about what you're doing. Look at what other people who have done what you want to do. See how they did it. Take what they did. Do it better.
So I was going to ask you guys, how did you find your passion to become streamers, and what was the path like to get to where you are now?
Well, whenever I was 7 years old, I would record myself doing different things like audio files and like do like animations and make comic books. Whenever I was 12 or 11, I got a pirated version of a Flash program, and I taught myself animation. And I also had a video camera at the same age that my dad got for me, and I started recording everything that I did in my whole life. And then whenever I was
like
17, everything, right? And then on top of that, at 17 or so, I started broadcasting, for my school. And whenever I did that, we actually would broadcast ourselves playing like Super Smash Brothers and stuff, because we could connect the cables and broadcast it around. So we were actually streaming in like 2007 with like the game footage. And then I always wanted to make videos. Like as soon as I could put a video on the internet, I did it. Like the moment that there was like any upload button for a video, I started spamming it, and I just started putting up anything that I could and everything that I could.
Did you ever feel like there would be always that one person that would be like, oh my god, I know that guy, he's such a dickhead, or he's so stupid, why the hell would you, nobody cares about your life like that, why would you post it online for people to see?
Basically like the narcissistic element of it?
Yeah, basically.
No, because I think that what we were doing was interesting. Yeah. And so like if people didn't like to see it, and also it was like kind of, I wanted to document kind of like what I did over my life and just like the experiences that I had. So in a way, it didn't really matter as much that people didn't want to see it, because it was kind of a fulfillment of the self rather than a requirement to be validated.
It's also, you have to think about it this way, and I think this is something that's really important in any single career that you do, in any fucking aspect of your life. If you have people who are hating on you, you are doing something fucking right. Like,
it's also like keep in mind, you're always going to have people that are hating on you. Like there's always,
like, no
every
matter
single
what
popular streamer, like Shroud is probably one of the most well-liked streamers out there, and there are tons of people that have bad things to say about Shroud. It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter what it is. People are going to hate on them for one reason or another. And if you're anybody, people will hate on you. And the only solution to avoid that is to be nobody. And so, it's not really a very good solution in general. The thing is, what you have to remember is these people are meaningless. Their lives don't matter to you. And anything that they say is completely pointless. And their words and their actions and their thoughts have no bearing on you.
I disagree slightly. Okay. So I actually think that you have to be a game developer with it. Like the thing is you have to think about why they're saying it. Like let's say that you're getting you have to look at it as metadata instead of like one instance case, right?
Yeah,
like,
that's yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, like if you look and there's like a similar thing going on with all of it, the fact that they hate you isn't what's relevant, but there might be a way to get better that you're not seeing, and you have to play to your audience. This is if you're doing something in the public eye, right? And that matters at work too, because if you're working like a more regular job, because at any given moment, one of the most important things about you is how the world assesses you. And anybody who doesn't appreciate that, like it does matter, right? Like if people think that, like if people like being around you, even if your job has nothing to do with being a public facing figure, they will work with you more and they will take risks for you. They will listen to you, right? If people think that you're smart or think that you're a leader, obviously they're going to follow you more willingly. And you constantly need to be assessing what people think of you and need to be adapting to it. So there's something to learn in your haters. You just can't take it personally. Like who gives a fuck what they think?
You don't want to look at every single one of them, right? Like if you see one person saying that you're a complete failure, it doesn't mean anything. Yeah. But if you're getting like a lot of feedback from people saying like, hey, it's like, for example, like if let's say I started playing, I don't know, I started playing something completely different, or I started like acting a completely different way, or let's say from now on I'd start my stream and I'm wearing the Abathur hat every single day. People would probably think that's stupid. And so, and some people wouldn't, but like it's about evaluating and being able to like reconcile feedback and then look at it from a measured point of view and decide for yourself whether it's valid or not, and not to just immediately take feedback that's negative to heart and assume that it's true. I think a lot of people, they hear negative feedback about themselves and they internalize it because they read it in their own words and they hear it in their own mind, and it becomes much more insidious because you're reading it in your own voice and you're telling it effectively to yourself because you're reading the words off of the page. And the truth is, like, every person is not going to like you. Many people will not like you, and that's okay. It doesn't matter. It's about doing what you want to do and pleasing the majority of people generally. Like if most people are not happy with what you're doing, or if a lot of people are not happy with what you're doing, oftentimes I will look and I'll see what is people's feedback. People don't like that I'm doing, like, for example, I used to argue with a lot of like my chatters, and I don't do that anymore because it's not an enjoyable experience for my viewers. Sometimes I'll do it still because it's funny, like in small doses, but getting in like, extended arguments and things like that.
Right. So then
it's not enjoyable.
Right. But that brings me to, how do you tell the line between something you have to change for feedback of others, or like, because there could be people that don't like you because you're doing something wrong, but it could be part of your personal value. Like, how do you know the difference between changing your values? And
the way that you know that is you have your integrity, and you do what you want to do.
Yeah, and you know what your goal is, right? Like you trust yourself and you know what your goal is, because the thing is that one person who might make, so somebody might make a hate comment. Have you ever noticed that a lot of those people that make the hate comments make it on every video? They're still fucking watching. Is your goal to have them watch? Because they already fucking are. There's also like people who are just straight up trying to look for a way to entertain themselves. And if you fucking watch the way that they comment, one post will be just dramatic on one end and the other one's going to be completely dramatic on the other end, right? So the thing is sometimes having like that negative feedback is actually something that's good. I mean, think about a guy like, think about a content creator like, oh God, what's that guy's name? Grow Score. Like Grow Score, I'm sure a lot of his comments are super exaggerated and negative. That's the type of content he's making, right? That doesn't mean that he's doing anything wrong. A lot of people enjoy that type of content. He's creating that type of show. and that's fine.
Yeah, a
Somebody
very
has to.
contentious show that's drama related. I mean, like, and I think it's about being okay with what you're doing. It's like if someone complains that my stream is drama all day every day and they don't like it, well then
they won't watch it.
You know, that's going to make me feel bad. But if somebody tells that to Jerry Springer, they're the dumb one, because that's the goal of his content.
Yep.
So I think that you have to understand what your goal is, and then look at what you're doing and the actions that you're taking, and see if those actions are taking you closer to your goal or farther away from it.
Yeah, you gotta ask if you like your content as well too. Otherwise, you're just sitting there and you're doing an office job anyway, right? And like that's the thing. There's nothing wrong with that as long as you enjoy it. Like one of the things I miss a lot in my life, like I miss when I used to work in construction, right? Like that's always like a thing that I kind of miss, right? Because I enjoyed at the end of the day being able to look at something and knowing that it was finished and knowing that I did a good job. And you don't always have that punctuation at the end of the day as a streamer. Like a lot of the times I sit up and I think about things that I could have done different. I think about the fact that I didn't go long enough or like things like that. And then I go back and I watch because I want to be better the next day. When you build a good deck, you build a good fucking deck, you know?
You have to be your own worst critic too, I think. Like I'm very critical of my own streams. I look back and I'm like, I didn't like this. This wasn't good. I was just kind of, you know, I could have talked or said this better or said that better or whatever. And that's always the way that I look at things. I'm extremely critical and introspective. And I think that if you want to be good at what you're doing, you can't just be delusional.
Also,
you gotta criticize yourself.
Yeah, but with one of the things that I think that isn't the focal point of what you're talking about, but I do think is important, especially with you being younger, you probably don't fully know, and this is good, this is actually really exciting, you probably don't fully know what you're all the way passionate about yet. You probably know the general area of where to look, but you're still searching. Like when I was my path to doing this was very different in a lot of ways. Like I played a lot of sports and I was a theater nerd, and I was always trying to balance that because I actually loved I loved like that type of, like I loved the idea of entertaining, right? And it was always something that was in the back of my mind. And I also loved video games. I never put the two together ever, right? All I did was I wanted to make video games, and that was what I did. A lot of the things that I actually went after was trying to make video games, even to the point when I ended up casting. And when I was casting, my goal wasn't to stream, right? Everything just led to itself. And I'm very happy right now, and I'm at peace, and that's something that's like really incredible. And with that, like even when you bring up the size thing, like size isn't my goal, right? My goal every day is to just be able to do what I do as long as possible, right? Like I just don't want to fuck it up. Like I just like want to hang out with my community, get to like fucking log on, do some shit. Like I talk to Zach about this all the time too. Like I actually am very lucky that I don't have any stress with my stream. And I like that a lot. I actually get scared of getting sometimes of getting too big because I don't know how I would handle it. Like I have no pressure in my life at all. I turn on my stream. If nobody shows up but my like core community, and the stream doesn't feel like super hyped to the outside person, I'm still there and I feel like I'm just like hanging out and I can talk to people and I enjoy it, right? That was not what I thought that I wanted when I first started streaming though. Like I thought that I wanted to be like the biggest streamer on the planet, and I thought that was the goal, and I thought the goal was to just make as much money as possible. And now I feel like I have a stream where if something comes up in my life, I can literally be like, yo, I'm not going to stream today because this came up, and a bunch of people are going to be like, yeah, for sure, and they'll come back like 2 weeks later. I literally, like when I was making OTK, I didn't get to stream like at all, and I told people, I was like, I can't tell you yet, but I promise, like it's really fucking cool, and I'm really excited. And people would like tweet at me and be like, yo, I know you're not streaming because you're working on this thing, and I think that's fucking awesome. And that was fucking crazy. Like that was one of the best feelings I've ever felt in my entire life. I had no idea that was my goal.
So how did you know, like when did you figure out that was your goal?
After I hit, you know, the truth of the matter, after I hit 13K subs, when I hit 13K subs, I freaked out. And every night, I thought about the fact that I was never going to be able to do it again, and that I was losing it, and it was this one-time thing. And at the point when I was actually making more money than I'd ever made in my entire life, I literally was I was very unhappy in a lot of ways, because I literally was like, oh shit, I need to make sure that I was like trapped. I needed to be on exactly when Asmon ended his stream. I needed to I needed to and I needed to stream until he started to stream again. I started to like move away from a lot of the other things in my life that made me very happy. I started doing, like, it sounds funny, but like the thing is like if you actually like you think about streaming from a business perspective all the time, like you try to do whatever's best. But the second that I started doing that, I felt like my streams weren't as true to me. I felt like I was just like losing the happiness that I used to have on my stream. And then when I finally dropped a shitload of subs, I and everybody was still there that I thought of as my core community, like these people who had become mods, people who were in my Discord all the time, people who I talked to every night, people who were recommending me games. I felt like this sigh of relief, and I was like, holy shit, this is incredible. I just want to do this every day. And obviously, like, I don't really need to worry about money in like the way that I used to before, and that does make it possible. Anyone who tells you that like money doesn't buy happiness is like probably just trying to get their dick sucked at the bar and like trying to look like super woke. You do need a certain amount of financial security to be able to have like that mindset, for sure.
If you're not making $100,000 a year, money will probably make you more happier.
Yeah.
That's generally that's the scientific benchmark, like somewhere around 100K.
Yeah.
And that's never the fall off really happens after that. I mean, like, really, it's about, I mean, you're right. I mean, there are some people that become really successful or popular at something, and then, they throw it away because they're stupid, or they have a meltdown, or they whatever, right? And they turn into assholes. That happens a lot with, like, especially streamers, right? You have plenty of stories where, like, streamers get popular, at least even for, like, a small bit, and then it's like roll out the red carpet wherever they go. It's extremely cringe. Mm-hmm. And so, like, you're going to have people like that, but usually that doesn't last very long.
Yeah. And people are saying 75K a year is all you need. I promise you, I got happier when I started making more than 75K a year. I will admit that. Like, and I'm always like very honest about it. Like when when I first made like 75K in a year, like casting, my life got like a lot better, but making more than that definitely did make me happier. But then at a certain point, making more money actually made me less happy, like legitimately made me less happy, because I was just thinking about losing it.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, that's some really interesting insight you guys got here. It's definitely a good perspective to have, coming from people like you, because you guys have such a, like, the big pull, like I said before, and how big of an inspiration you are to your fans. And even if you don't realize it, like, there's so much that you can be teaching people, and when you have that community, anything's possible.
It's about knowing what you want and then being able to relentlessly pursue it.
Right. You got to have the drive for it.
Yeah.
I got that. Awesome.
You don't know what it is yet. I was 16.
No, I don't.
The only thing I wanted to do whenever I was 16 was stay at home all day and play World of Warcraft. And, well, actually, never mind.
And it came true.
Just don't like, when like weird opportunities will come up, like it's like, oh, hey, do you want to be in like this, like let's say you go to college or whatever, and like you'll have a friend come up to you and just be like, oh shit, you want to be in a music video or some shit like that? Just fucking do it. Like, just do a bunch of shit and just like try it out, and you'll find stuff that you like. I promise. Like that was,
just expose yourself to other random things.
Like a few years ago, Asmon and I with Hotted randomly started making Allcraft because we thought it might be fun. And I could say that it was a good career choice in a lot of ways, But more so than that, it's made me happy. I ended up getting like some of my best friends from the show. I ended up meeting a lot more people because of the show, and it changed the other things that I was doing as well. So just trying stuff, I think, is really important. And I felt the same way before I was doing on-camera stuff as well. I think that it's really easy to look at the on-camera jobs, and look, I promise it is fucking awesome. Like, if you are the type of person who enjoys the on-camera side of things, whether it's streaming, whether it's doing shows, yes, it is fucking awesome, and I feel very lucky for getting to do it. But I do think that the same does apply for other types of jobs as well. There was a point in my life when I was delivering groceries for people, and I would work my ass off, and I figured out a good way to do it. And I found a portion of the day where, while I was delivering groceries to people, I could sit in Barnes and Noble and I would still be able to get my orders, and I would be able to practice coding. Or if I was ever really tired, like 1 or 2 days a week, I would just read the Walking Dead comic books and like chill for a little bit. While I was delivering groceries, I would walk around and I would listen to podcasts. I would listen to streams, and I got home every day at like 1 in the afternoon, something like that. And my girlfriend at the time would still be at work, and I would just make games. And she would come home. I watch a movie with her, and I remember going to sleep every day. Set my alarm to wake up at 5 a.m. to go in and start shopping for groceries again. But I was excited every day, right? So like you can find peace in a lot of different places, and you can find happiness in a lot of different places. So it's not just something that applies to all of the on-camera jobs.
Right. So as you get older, you just figure it out.
No,
you don't figure it all the way out. Honestly, is the truth of it. But when you're
journey.
Yeah,
you get better at figuring it out.
Yeah. You go better. You hopefully, if you do things right, you get better at placing your time into trying the new things that will lead you down those pathways that you can't see instantly before you.
Gotcha. Because you're exposed to new things.
Yeah.
All right. That's awesome. Yeah, that was that's all I got. Just
Well, thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah.
I mean, again, it's just it's important to think about these things, and I think it's just something that you'll kind of have to figure out for yourself as well. I mean, like, I don't think you can really ask anybody else for advice. Can like have them tell you. There's no like silver bullet. There's no magic solution. You just got to figure it out yourself, man. So good luck.
Yeah.
yeah, I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
All right, for sure, dude. Peace.
All right, peace.
Damn.
It was a nice kid.
Cool dude. It's like, damn.
It's crazy. Like, I always like, everybody's like, what do you want to do? And like, I knew what I wanted to do. It was nothing. I didn't want to do anything. I remember like, I got depressed whenever I learned that I had to have a career whenever I got older. I was like, what, dude? No.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I was just a huge fuckboy. I'll be completely honest. I never talk about that on stream, but like, that's all, like when I was in college. That was yeah.
I would talk about what I would do back then, but I'd get banned.
Yeah. No shit, dude. I feel like everybody thinks I'm a virgin on stream.
Yeah.
Apparently, you called me out the other day. You called me a fuckboy. Yeah, everybody came into my
I
stream.
didn't call you a fuckboy. What do you mean?
They said that you called me a fuckboy on Zachar.
I really don't think I said fuckboy. I don't. That word's not in my vocabulary.
Apparently, you called me a fucking fuckboy, dude.
Yeah, sure, dude. I gotta get ready to get with my dad's. Maybe I'm not sure yet, man.
Here, wait. Entertain them for 4 seconds. I gotta pee.
Okay, go ahead.
Also, have you ever microwaved a cheeseburger?
Nope.
Do you think it would be good?
Nope.
Should I? I have one right next to me.
It's too much. Like, it's too big. You have to open it up, and then the thing. It'll be fucked, dude. Like, so do you have? Is the cheese on the burger now?
This is what it looks like.
The stream's delayed. Give me a minute. Oh fuck, dude! It's not loading for me. I don't know why. But like, it's like if there's cheese on it, it's probably gonna be fucked, man. Yeah, but if you're gonna do it, you have to cut it in half so that way the middle doesn't get cold. I've done it before.
The meat doesn't feel soggy, warm it in the oven. I don't know how to use an oven. I've never cooked
Don't worry
before.
about an oven. They're a waste of time.
I've never cooked before in my life.
That's for other people to do.
Yeah. I don't know how to do my laundry. Dude, fuck. Dude, I forgot to buy fucking underwear. So I'm not going to be able to wear underwear the whole time I'm in Texas again.
Damn, what a shame.
This has happened every single fucking time. Fandy
I'm sure fans really going to appreciate that.
Fandy said she'll do my laundry. Should I just bring a bunch of dirty underwear?
I don't know if she'd want that.
Is that fucked up?
It kind of is.
She said she would do it, like.
Well, like, it's better
friend.
to just get new underwear taken.
All right, here, wait. I'm gonna pee. You entertain. Them.
Okay. All right, boys. It's me and you. So, we had a good stream today. We had a good time. I enjoyed myself, and I am tired. I don't know if you guys can notice that, but I'm tired, and that's about it, man. I am really looking forward to laying on the floor. It's going to be great. I'm really excited about that. And then beyond that, let's see what else happened besides that. That's about it. Yeah, just lying on the floor. Yeah, it's going to be great. And you're going to watch the debate? No, bro. No. So let's see. Jerking off to? Oh yeah, there is that too. I'm not even gonna watch it. I watched the first one. That's about it. I'm not gonna go again. I'm just tired, dude. Like, I've been streaming now for like almost 10 hours at this point, and I am ready to chill. I'm ready to relax, and that's gonna be it, man. I'm gonna couch today. I don't know what I'm gonna do, honestly. I have no idea. Zach Bar tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna stream on second channel or not. I've got some real life things that I have to do tomorrow, and so after that, I'll see what's on the table and what's possible. That's basically how I'm looking at it. I'm very tired. Yeah, I mean, usually I get up in the morning without like full night of sleep to stream, and then I fall back asleep after the stream. So yeah, that's pretty much that's the meta right there. Movie night? Yeah, I don't know, man. Your new sword's pretty cool. Where is it? Oh, it's over there. Shit, I can't even get it right now. Whatever. I think I moved it earlier. What do you eat for dinner? I don't know, man. Honestly, I have no idea. I'm gonna try and decide.
I'll plug in my phone.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna get in tomorrow at like 1. I'm gonna charge my phone for a couple minutes, and I'm gonna buy a plane ticket.
All right.
Cause
that sounds good.
I figure maybe I can get in by like 1 or something. We can get everything done. Dude, I really don't like streaming from S-Fan's place.
Yeah, I don't know really what to do about that.
It sucks. That's why everybody keeps asking me why I keep going back and forth. It's just like, it sucks streaming from his place. It's just like, I just always feel rude when I'm streaming.
Like you're just there?
Yeah, like it's just like, I don't know. It's just like, not being on your own setup is hard in the first place. And then there's no door to close, so I feel like I'm always screaming and he's streaming, and I feel like people can hear me on his stream, and I feel weird about it.
They can, yeah. It's not ideal, but it's not as bad as you might think.
It feels really bad. Yeah, and then
I gotta get ready and go, dude.
Yeah, dude. I'll text you when I actually book the flight. Also text David, because
just let me know.
David's like, he's probably in the chat right now, just like, you know how he gets.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll talk to you later, man.
Dude, have a good night. Tell your family I said hi. Peace, dude.